As I've just said, this decision was not easy. When the President of the United States asks you to take a question like this seriously, you do so. Because just as our credibility in Syria is tied up with our credibility in places like Iran and North Korea, so too is the credibility of the Commander-in-Chief tied up to a large extent with America's credibility in general. There's no doubt about that. So let me repeat. I'll stand shoulder to shoulder with this president or any other in any case where our vital national security interests are threatened, our treaty allies are attacked, or we face an imminent threat. As for Israel, very few people, if anyone, expect that Syria would test its readiness to respond on its own, which just goes to show you the importance of credibility on the world stage. As Prime Minister Netanyahu put it last week, the enemies of Israel have very good reason not to test its might. But the Prime Minister should know nonetheless that America stands with him. I've never been an isolationist, and a vote against this resolution shouldn't be confused by anyone as a turn in that direction. But just as the most committed isolationist could be convinced of the need for intervention under the right circumstances when confronted with a threat, so too do the internationalists among us believe that all interventions are not created equal. All interventions are not created equal. And this proposal just does not stand up. So I'll be voting against this resolution. A vital national security risk is clearly not at play. There are just too many unanswered questions about our long-term strategy in Syria, including the fact that this proposal is utterly detached from a wider strategy to end the civil war there, and on the specific question of deterring the use of chemical weapons, the President's proposal appears to be based actually on a contradiction. Either we will strike targets that threaten the stability of the regime, something the President says he does not intend to do, or we will execute a strike so narrow as to be a mere demonstration. It's not enough, as General Dempsey has noted, to simply alter the balance of military power without carefully considering what's needed